should say copy editor, recently promoted.
I'm Taylor. I am Odacite Skin Care coach.
My name is Valerie. I'm the founder and CEO of Odacité. Because I come from being a health and wellness coach, my approach to skincare is really to look at all the factors that affect your skin, like pollution, like sun, like hormones, like diet, like do we drink water, things like this. Could you tell me one thing that you love about your skin? Let's start with one thing that we love about our skin.
I would say it's like my complexion, and then also the way like sunlight, like the way it catches sunlight. That's what I really love about my skin.
I love that answer that you had. But now we want to talk about what your main concerns are.
It's been interesting from my 20s to my 30s. I'm 32. Like just noticing how my skin has been changing, not even like, of course there's like the fine lines and things like that, but even just, I don't know if chemically is the right word to say, or like hormonally, I've noticed like I never had acne. Like I was one of those like rare creatures where in high school I didn't have acne, in college I didn't have acne, and then in my 30s I'm like, what is this? I'm getting acne and breakouts. I don't know what to do. Other things that I've kind of just becoming more, I guess, like shy about, or I just noticed like fine lines around my mouth starting to creep up, or like under eye. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never had that before. Help. I'm just really hoping that you ladies can help me out here.
So now we're gonna basically, I'm gonna give you like the main routine, and we're gonna send all the products to you, and then we will meet every week to see how things are going. And for the first week, I don't want you to apply a moisturizer. I want the vitamin C to be your last thing.
Okay.
Just because I really want to let your pores breathe, but we're gonna get you on the good routine.
Ooh, exciting stuff. Holy cow. Like they were not joking when they said they were here for me. I'm gonna hold this up to the camera, check this out. Look how much is packed in here. If this doesn't help my skin, then nothing will.
I want to know more about your first impressions of your products.
Yes. So what came to mind first was the velvety feel of the sunscreen, because I of course like put sunscreen on every single day, and that just feels so smooth. I have it on right now. It was incredible, and nothing has left my skin feeling like tight or stripped or like dry.
So good to hear. I'm really happy to hear. Would you say that you have any like personal favorites that you just love going to right now? Like what's something you're super excited about trying when you go into your routines?
Like if I had to choose, I really love the like consistency and the satin feel of the Montana cleanser, like oil cleanser. Like that just feels so good on my skin. And I would say like all of the serums. Oh, the vitamin C serum is another one that feels really good. I know that's from the private collection, but that feels really like smooth going on. Thank you so much for everything. I'm like, so far this journey like has just kicked off like phenomenally. So I'm excited. It's like I can already feel the shift in my skin. So thank you.
So how are you?
Everything is going well with all of the products. So I would have to say I love these self-care moments. This is something that I didn't practice before. And so I'm really glad that Odacité like invited me to just like indulge for a little bit. So this has just been incredible. Like, I'm just still like amazed that just giving myself that 1 week period of like not needing moisturizer. Because I literally thought, I was like, does Valerie really know what she's talking about? Is this gonna work? And it totally worked. And then integrating the moisturizer back in, like, I wake up and my skin doesn't feel thirsty. It's the best way that I can describe it.
So I thought today we could maybe talk about how to use our Synergy.
Yeah.
Would you be down to do a little masking with me today?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that since your routine seems to be working very, very well for you, let's just go ahead and keep it as it is. And what we can do is we can add this mask into your routine, probably maybe like 2 times a week or so, because your skin's still feeling a little dry. We don't want you to overstrip it by any means. So let's go ahead and have you do masks every Mondays and Thursdays.
Mondays and Thursdays. Perfect.
So I'm super happy to see you again, Elan. And so we're halfway into our Build Your Best Skin campaign. We're 3 weeks from the beginning, and so I wanted to come in and check in and see how things are going.
Yes, so pore appearance is definitely getting better as far as like the size and tracking that. So that is amazing. It was so fascinating when you mentioned on our first call, like you mentioned like a detoxifying process. And so I noticed I would get a little bit of whiteheads, and then I would like just see like the impurities like coming out. So definitely track that, and the pore size has been like shrinking, which is amazing. And also the vitamin C serum that you spoke of, oh my gosh. So I noticed that it has been like just incredible. Like it's been so healing for my dark spots. I'm like, yes. So again, another godsend, super thankful for that. And yeah, I think my biggest concern is, I was explaining to Taylor, especially as the world has been opening up more and I like go out with my mask, and I notice I still get breakouts, and I think it's from maskne. So any other suggestions you have to like just help like preventative wise? Like I've been doing my water and my beauty snacking. So yes, so excited.
Such a good student, Ella. That's amazing. But I always say, routine is everything, right? When it comes to skin. So I'm really happy. So, and can you tell me, is there a specific location where the breakouts happen?
Yeah, and so this is why I think it's probably the mask, because it's right here in my cheek area.
Are you customizing the Synergy 4 with a specific ingredient, or just using it with water?
So I've tried yogurt and I've tried apple cider vinegar.
And a little trick that you can do also, Ellen, is that if you don't mind, some people mind, but you can sleep with the Synergy 4 because it's not all over. If you're just going to put it here, you can sleep with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'd love to try that. That would be great. Yeah.
So that's also an option. I mean, not twice a week, but once a week, and see if it, it's your skin, so you feel it, and it will.
Say if you're wearing a mask and you're out for like 4 or 5 hours out of the day, but it's like still the middle of the day, so you don't necessarily want to jump into like your nighttime routine. If you can, I know some people have been taking like the Blue Aura and just kind of cleansing just that little area around their mouth, just a little bit, just to kind of clear up some of the bacteria, the junk that's just been sitting there. Yeah, and then you don't have to go with the rest of your routine. You can still save those for nighttime. You can go ahead and just tap on a little bit of Blue Balm, and if you go out again, put a little sunscreen back on. So just kind of cleaning up that area again. So
I love that.
It's so wonderful that you are now taking this skincare journey and making it more of a self-care journey, because you are worthy of it. You are worthy of that time.
It's so great to reconnect, Elan, and just like catch up and see how things are just working for you. And you're absolutely glowing. So,
Oh, thanks to you both. Oh, I love it.
So the breakouts have like started subsiding, which is incredible. I'm like, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear.
The vitamin C for hyperpigmentation has literally been so life-changing for me. It has helped reduce my dark spots so much. That with the combination of, I'm so happy with the balm. It is just the perfect amount of moisture. And I use it every day at both like AM and PM. And I'm like, oh, this stuff is wonderful. It's like the Holy Grail. So, so I love it. That and the exfoliation has been so good it's gentle but effective. And I know I say that all the time. And I think I mentioned this, how I had like a cyst. And so it was just really like gentle and, just exfoliate, and it was right here. And I'm like, wow, like this really helped like bring the cyst down, like helped with the cystic acne.
Oh, that's so awesome to hear. And that's the cool thing about with Odacite products is that they are gentle, but they are effective. And that is two of the key points, like with any of our products, that we want to make sure that we do not lose the efficacy of the products by making them too gentle, but we also don't want to disrupt the skin's mantle barrier by making something that is too strong for the skin. And I am so happy to hear that you are noticing a difference in the breakouts, in the hyperpigmentation, because I know that those were two of your bigger concerns going into this journey. The difference is there. And that's within 30 days. And generally, yes, you can see a difference with 30 days, but some people, it takes like up to 60 days. So I was just blown away by it. And I shared it with the team. I was like, look at the difference here. It sounds to me like what we've taught you along this journey, that you were able to take that and empower yourself to take that moving forward, even as this campaign is coming to a close. So yeah. I'm so happy that we were able to give you that empowerment, because as I mentioned last week, you are worthy.
It is so incredible. I love that you said that, because I am worthy of like taking care of myself, of like having beautiful skin, of feeling good. I am good enough and deserving of all of those things. And so you and Valerie teaching me that and giving me the tools. So I'm so grateful to you both for this campaign. It's been incredible. So starting with acne, it has been like, what a journey, because I'm like, man, of course I am an adult. I've never had acne before. Why is this happening now at this time in my life? And so I think it was a combination of finding the right mask, of course, with everything with the pandemic and me getting maskne, combination of finding the right mask. And I like how, I think it was for the first week or two, we really let my skin breathe at night by not having a moisturizer, which I was really worried about, because I'm like, oh, my skin is already dry, oh no. But then it all came together with like the right face wash that you gave me, and the treatment and the exfoliation and just the everything, like, and making sure that I was hydrated throughout the day. So
what about more even skin tone and brighter skin? Tell me, has this improved? Where did you see a difference?
The vitamin C serum was magical, like just a magical formula in a bottle that like literally not only worked on my persistent dark marks, like dark marks that had just been there for weeks. But also whenever I felt like the new breakout came on from the mask, like before we switched out the mask and we figured out what was going on there, I would, just apply a little bit. And I'm like, wow, it really just like caught it right from the beginning, like before, like the dark mark had a time to settle in.
What differences or even improvements have you seen as far as pore size goes? I believe you mentioned that they were like around the cheeks.
Yeah, they were around the cheeks. It was pore size has just like shrunk. I'm like down to my last little bit, so I'm gonna order some more. I'm like, oh, it just feels so good. The like gentle beads, and like literally I would just massage them in. And Taylor had expressed to you was this really nice self-care moment of even just like taking the time of like gentle touch, and it didn't feel like it was stripping my skin. And so I think it was a combination of like all of those products that really helped shrink my pore size. So thankful.
The last thing that we were talking about was future signs of aging. You were concerned about that as well. I believe it was like around the mouth area and the eyes. What have you seen as far as differences there to go since then? Not that you had any before.
Yes. And it was, it's so funny because you see the lines start to come up and you're like, oh, it's like, what can I do to start taking better care of my skin now? And especially since I didn't have a process before. I know I was trying a lot of things before, but what this taught me was, oh, okay, have a nighttime and a daytime routine. And so again, I think it was a combination of the elasticity serum, which I really loved. It was, as I said, I could not decide to use the elasticity serum or the youthful glow because I loved both of them every morning.
Well, thank you so much, Elan, for participating. It's been such a wonderful experience for me to follow with Taylor and then to regroup now after this. Thank you. And obviously Taylor always has an, open chat or a mic or video or anything if you want to reach out for her.
Absolutely. This is maybe the last recording, but it's not the last time we're going to be talking with you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Elan.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Yes. Bye.